And Fiona, what way are you not happy?
Well, I mean, if I can speak as a mum who works, I mean, I, like most women, thought I'd come back to work after I had a baby and would sort of race back after a bit of maternity leave. Of course, found myself wanting to work part-time, as pretty much everyone does, because looking after small children is intensely involving and probably the most important thing you'll do. But, you know, as a professional woman, I had no choices really for working part-time. It's incredibly hard to find part-time work. And what I found so striking is that our government, successive governments here in Britain and governments across the world, have actually been really keen to get mums into work, but they don't want them to work part-time. And so they've been advising mums to push themselves into full-time work to make sure that they don't get, you know, a gap in their pension. They've been encouraging employers to offer mums full-time work rather than part-time work. So part-time work is viewed as something we shouldn't offer mums. And then we see staggering headlines over the weekend where, you know, there's a retention crisis in teaching, a traditionally mum-dominated workforce, because mums are just not being offered part-time work or flexible work that they can work around children. So I think we have a real problem. I think the aims of government are different from the aims of mothers at the moment, but that shouldn't be the case. And what we obviously see is that people are just not able to have children now because the choice is have a baby, go back as soon as possible and work full-time. And for lots of mums, that's just not what they want to do.
And when politicians offer support, it often comes in the form of free or supposedly free childcare. And the message is that women just can't wait to get back into the workplace. And if only we could provide some facility for their baby to stay all day, then mothers would be emancipated. Why do you not agree with that view?
Well, I mean, I personally don't agree with it, but I wondered if I was strange. So I set up a think tank to explore this other half, and we actually polled mothers. We spoke to sort of 600 mothers across Britain, and they absolutely hate the model that comes from government. They could not be clearer in how much they dislike this model of low-cost childcare, which is badly funded, with high staff turnover, and this message that you looking after your children, particularly in the early years, is not a worthwhile activity. It's a cost to society, as some people will say in policy-making circles. It's a block to GDP. And I just think we've got it completely the wrong way around. You know, mums don't want lots and lots of really badly funded childcare. They want the ability to choose to go back to work when they're ready to go back to work. And I think we can trust mums. You know, the mums we spoke to were incredibly ambitious about going back to work, but they wanted to do so. Vast majority of them wanted to do so on a part-time basis after having children.
Fiona,
we need to recognise that.
You used the key word in all of this, which is cost, C-O-S-T. And I know you say with the GDP, you're contributing to that and whatever, but everything is weighed down now by the price of everything, the value of nothing, and you're going to be judged on the price of this, and nobody's got the money.
Well, but the problem we are now creating for ourselves is that we have a model where people are just not able to have kids because they can't get off the treadmill, and the choice for them, as mum told us, is, you know, if it's badly funded childcare, I won't have another child.